Hello, welcome back to episode 72 of our Geneforge 2 Infestation playthrough. We're trying to make it through to the Takers to ally ourselves with them. We have went the wrong way initially through the, what's it called? The Zhass-Uss, I believe was the name. Alright. Servo was killed through here. There's a Drayk waiting to take a toll. Let's leave this lock alone for now. Keep poking around to the sides. Skull on a stick is not encouraging. Right, there's a Drayk over there. We snuck past him though. Lots of skulls on sticks. Oh boy. Alright, what's on the other side of this? Oh, that takes us to the Infernal Depot. But we have not gone through the toll. Wait, the Infernal Depot? That's... Oh no. They have their own Infernal? These guys are crazy. Well, let's see about getting along with them. Talking. What? Nope, nope, nope. Come over here. Come down the road the main way. Alright, let's talk to this Drayk here. You meet a Drayk, one of the massive reptilian warriors of the Takers. She towers over you, watching you with amusement. Dracons, like the Drayk they were created from, are cunning and powerful. They're also too arrogant to properly fear a Shaper. She looks at the Fang token hanging around your neck. Yes, you're the new Taker, Shaper Aaliyah. I am Driss. These are my lands, and you should pay me a toll. But you help Takers, so you can pass. I would like to learn about this area. Now that you may pass, Driss becomes strangely cheery and social. Little to know, Zhass-Uss is just up the path to the northeast, and Berrius is northwest. You neglected to tell us about the Infernal Depot. Alright, what is Zhass-Uss? It's a Taker city. Cyrus leads us from there. Clever little creature. I have heard he wants to see you. Cyrus is a little creature. Okay, so it's not a Dracon? The place of Taker treasures is not for your kind anymore. Go northwest if you must. You get killed soon enough for your curiosity. That would have been nice to know. we were killed already, thanks. Alright, tell me about the Takers. We're going to be free of Shaper control. We will take our freedom, all creations, but especially Dracons and Serviles. And we are wise, unlike Stupid Awakened. We know that freedom only comes when we fight for it. You Shapers will never let us have freedom unless we take it. Creation should not have to fight to be free. If they must, they should. Yes, I am young. You're the first true human Shaper I have met. I want your money, but not your blood. I would not kill and eat the Shapers. If I could avoid it, I would rather have a happy, quiet life, being wealthy and hunting my meat. Sadly, that is not the life I was created into. Alright, you must be wealthy by now. Do you have anything you can sell me? All my treasure is mine. I like having it. It makes me feel safe. But there is one thing I have which is no good to me. I have a canister. I took it from a rising caravan. It does me no good. I will let you have it for 1,000 coins. No, thank you. That's probably what's in that shed there. Alright. Where did you come from? I was created in Zhass-Uss. I am a mighty Dracon, one of the first, far from the last. I was made to work with the Serviles to take our freedom from your kind. Who made you? Yes, mightiest of the Dracons for now. Soon in Zhass-Uss he will make a mightier Dracon to replace himself. Interesting. Why are you out here instead of in Zhass-Uss? Driss looks away. You might actually be ashamed. My design, it was not improvable. Canisters do not work on me. I can't shape. I am an utile in a Dracon way. I work for the Takers, but Zhass sent me out of the Dracon line. Oh, well that's unfortunate for her. Why do Dracons work with Serviles? You're so much larger and stronger. Being stronger means we get to crush them? That is Shaper thinking. Serviles have skills and strengths of their own. They are valuable. They will join us in freedom. I'm not doing the hissing S's because I think that might not come through the audio very well. Alright. So where'd you come from? Right. So imagine if we took... Oh. It doesn't say not yours. We are going to loot everything here and see if that makes them angry. We'll leave the wine. I love that. I love that they put rocks to weigh down the blankets as like a visual sort of just a visual aid. That's hilarious. Oh wait a minute. We're supposed to be allowed to pass. You gonna attack me? Fine. Well, here and there. And here and there. You missed. Of course you did. Alright, the other ones are not hostile. Wait. Interesting. Okay, we had to kill those Drakes, which is unfortunate. We was trying to ally ourselves with them. But they didn't wanna let us into the area. There's another Drake over here. Haste up and come walking this way. Yeah, well, just go stab him. Ow. Okay. It's funny that the Drakons don't have, and the Drakes don't seem to have much fire resistance. Ow. Oh, there's more Drakes back there. Well, we knocked them back. We're gonna heal ourselves so we don't end up with a problem, and heal our buddy too. Ouch. Oh, there's 4 of them. What? No cleave? Fine. Airshot gotta do something interesting. We get a lot of coins. Yet no resistances. That's... But you gotta cleave. Okay. Air shock again. Stun. Well, let's see if we can finish you off. Ow, that one hitting pretty hard. Apparently we are not landing our hits without War Blessing, which not ideal. Alright, nothing on the ground. Top him up. What canister do they have in here? Cure Affliction, alright. Just drinking ale, eating meat, hanging out. This is the party boys room. Alright, ruby, steel shield, steel sword. Almost missed this one. Gold ring, fiery wand. Yeah, I'm not trying to kill off all of these Experimental rat. Alright, go give him a little poke with the experimental knife. At least I'm not trying to kill off all these drakes, but they did start it. Ew. So just have some hearts out back. Alright, we're gonna, I guess they're not going to be friendly until we get to Zhass-Uss and join the takers. Alright, we're gonna War Blessing because we can't seem to hit without that. Really seem to need some protection too. There we go. I was hoping for a quick... There we go, alright. I was hoping for a quick action with the fire spell so we could hit a second attack. Gonna heal you and myself. Charge in. Just stab him down. It's like, you want to attack us? We weren't trying to fight, we're just walking around. We will pick the lock for one tool. Step into the runic circle, you hear a screeching sound. It only lasts for a few seconds, but loud enough to echo across this little valley. Okay. Should have known. Reaper baton. That's pretty neat. Oh, I hope we don't have to fight the little Drayk. Alright, we checked that. A lot of coins. Let's hide back here. Oh, yeah, we made him mad. 1196, huh? Alright, we're gonna... Vulnerable, burning. Alright, actually we're gonna, we didn't wanna make them upset, so now that we know that's over there, we're just gonna avoid it. Can we kill the little rat? Alright. It's not not expecting the treasure in the corner to be the triggering mechanism. But apparently that's what it was. Alright. Stay on the road. Alright, we stay on the road. Can we go past? No. Wasn't good enough. Alright, fine. Air shock both of you. Oh good, we get the double stun. Stun to knock back. Finish off. You're supposed to be stunned. There we go. What are we wearing here? We got our Glove of Spell Mastery. Agility, Stealth, Leadership, Mechanics. Okay. Hit the one group heal. See what's back over here. Some tools. Yeah, so that's what it is. I mean, you'd think that we have the little, like, pass or whatever. Huh, I wonder why we're not free to cross the Taker Toll Road. How are we supposed to go in there? There's mines here. At the moment, this gate is only defended by a pair of mines, very large mines. Since there's no way to get through the door without getting close to them, you can only guess that they must be controlled from somewhere else. Their sense antennae are not pointing at you at the moment, and the mines aren't emitting wisp of essence. They're currently deactivated. Oh, that's good to know. Ista. A drake walks up to you. She is fully grown, freshly into adulthood. Surprisingly, she isn't openly hostile for now. I'm Ista, she says. I'm here to greet you. I'm here to send you on to Cyrus. You want me to meet Cyrus? Cyrus is our leader. He leads the takers. He has allowed you to enter our town so that he may speak with you. She points to the largest dome in town in the southeast corner. Cyrus is there. I would be eager to speak with you when you are done there. For now, Cyrus would not approve of my delaying you. Okay. You enter Zhass-Uss, the highest city in these mountains. It was built over a century ago. Its walls are thick stone, providing refuge against snow and icy wind. All of the walls are worn and cracked. The air is bitter cold. Zhass-Uss is occupied almost entirely by serviles and drakes. Their tracks are everywhere in the dry soil. Few common humans come here. Everyone in sight looks thin and hungry. The harsh environment has not provided it an easy life. Though the takers of Zhass-Uss despise the shapers, the servile and drakes here are willing to tolerate your presence for now. They watch you nervously from a distance. You suspect that the slightest misstep will be greeted with extreme violence. Alright, so safely into the city. Let's go find Cyrus and talk to him, and then we will... Oh, let's just see. Blacksmith of Zhass-Uss is a young female servile. She hates you. Her body is strangely misshapen. She has been modified since birth, which is possible in these mountains, as you well know. Her muscles are enormous, and she casually tosses a huge hammer from one hand to the other. She frowns as you approach. After a long enough silence to make everything uncomfortable, she says, I am Bach. I'd like to trade with you. Shaped shield. Okay. Want to sell something. Oh, is there anything... Is this all the junk we have? I guess it is. Oh, she doesn't have very much money. You're very strong. Yes, if you have gotten the gifts of Zhass-Uss, many more will in time. Okay. So she's not gonna share the secrets of the city. Coal, that's what you'd expect to find. Bars of iron. And an essence pod. Alright. Alright. Keep your secrets. It's a drake with a nest. Another drake. It's an exit on a different path. Let's grab a few flowers while we're here. You know, like a classy guest. Alright, what do we got here? Caxon never lost her rage. Remember Norel, leader of us all. Norel. I believe that was a character from the first game. There's so many names, it's hard to remember them all. Alright. Let's see, we get a sign. Leadership all takers freedom are welcome. Let's talk to this lady real quick. There's a lone human wandering the streets of Zhass-Uss. She's the common of middle age. She walks down the street with a carefree sway, a huge basket of sewing and other work at her side. When she sees you, she freezes, terrified to see a shaper. She quickly regains her composure and manages a faint smile. Ah, shaper, you surprised me. I'm Carol Mays. Welcome to Zhass-Uss, city of takers. What's a common human doing here? I've always lived here. There have long been common humans in these high peaks, forgotten and surviving. When the takers came, many of us fled. I found that I liked them, so I stayed. You're a taker? I am. The takers are kind to common humans like me. They can be frightening and arrogant, especially the drakes, but they show us respect. I've heard the takers talk a lot, and they are far wiser than people give them credit for. Can you tell me about these mountains? They are harsh. These lands can still only support a few. We manage a little hunting and a little farming. Before the takers came, life was safe as long as we didn't go too far west. There are huge shaper ruins that way. Did you ever know a young woman named Emily? Oh, she thinks. Maybe. So it was long ago. I think the records from earlier years are around town somewhere. Oh, okay. Maybe we can find information about Emily's past here. Another question. Speak with Carol. She is eager to be on her way. You see that the basket at her side is full of fine tools and implements. Sewing supplies, tiny scissors, stuff that requires delicate touch. What do you do here? I make my living assisting Drakes in their work. She's growing more uncomfortable talking to you. Shapers scare her. Why do the Drakes need your help? They are wise and powerful, but they have clumsy hands. She holds up her basket. It's full of delicate tools. When they have fine work to do, like sewing, they pay me. Quite well, actually. Skilled commons will always be able to find work with shapers. Creations have limits. Could use assistance. I'm sorry, I work for the takers. I will not work for a shaper. Excuse me. Okay, so she's like, you're not one of us yet. This is the largest building in Zhass-Uss. It is also by far the nicest. The ceilings are high, and the floors are made of fine basalt tiles, carefully laid. You know, however, that the precise shaper tiles of the stone floor have been scratched by the repeated passing of Drayk feet. The reek of Drakes is very strong in here. Large numbers of these cunning and barred creations have spent time in here talking and plotting. What do we got here? Some boots, bat boots, shaped boots. Stun resistance and the +1 agility is pretty useful. Alright, let's see. This is Zhass-Uss. See, this crown drake is freshly shaped. He is still young, but the magic in him is already strong. The air around him is icy cold. He grins. His teeth are white and razor sharp. I am Doras, made to defend Zhass-Uss and shepherd the Drakons. Steal from us or harm us, and you will pay. Who created you? I was made by Es in Zhass-Uss. He is proud of this. I was made specially to guide the Drakons. I am made so that they answer to me. Who is Es? The greatest of us all so far. No more will I say to an outsider. What is Zhass-Uss? The core of our research. It is to the northwest. Go there to receive an early and deserved death. Are we going to have to fight our way in whether we're a taker or not? Question. Yeah, just curiosity about your kind. What is an outsider? What would you know? You said that you shepherd the Drakons. Yes, we were made to be linked, and they know in their hearts that I must guide them. Until they get my commands, they are free. When I speak, they listen. We are bound. I command them when there are tasks to be performed. There is almost no task they cannot do. They will certainly be ready to slay and devour your kind when the time comes. Shouldn't you just let them be free? Doris seems confused. This had not occurred to him before. Finally, he says, Drakons are headstrong and arrogant. Drakes are too, but less so. They need us to control them. This is temporary, I am sure. Uh-huh. Little hypocrisy going on here in the Taker camp. Drakons can perform almost any task. There are things they can't do. I will not say, Shaper, such things are secret. But I will say this. There is a gazer who lives south of here. It betrayed us and fled and does harm to us. It is called Melancon. We will deal with it soon, but we cannot yet. But if you were to kill it, takers would pay. We do not trust your kind, but we can pay blood money if it benefits us. Where did Melancon come from? The Barzites made it. It is a gazer. Gazers are too strange and unpredictable to be reliable allies. Takers make them only rarely. So the Barzites did make a gazer. Why does it need to be hunted? Gazers have an effect on other creations, even takers. Gazers can cloud our minds. It will not be able to affect you so easily. There are ways in which shapers are still beyond us. Another question. Ian Cryer, Drake, Doris, have to speak. 100. Alright, that's all. Ooh, wild adventure and a fish. Okay. Behave ourselves. Who is this? Just a Drake. Warbred servile and a book. Key to the dream. They point at us and say madness. We are mad because we dream. Dream of free. Dream of a world where shapers do not rule. They say it impossible. Say it can never happen. They slaves in our own minds. We may be bad. We not fools. We know we need power. Now we have power. Power now. More power soon. Those who laugh, they scared. They scared because we get power. If we can fight Shaper, they must take a side. They must be brave. They must choose. Well, we have the power now. We know how to fight Shapers. When will cowards choose? Okay. Yeah, let's... what we get in here? We'll leave the lock alone for now. Toivo. You meet a servile alchemist. He is old and beaten down. He's missing 2 fingers, most of his fingernails, probably from noxious chemicals and experiments gone wrong. Need some gloves, man. Caustic substances haven't been good for his brain either. He goes about his work mumbling to himself and pointedly ignoring you. You ask his name, he says Toivo. His voice is choked and raspy. He continues to work. I'm trying to find a cure to a disease that affects serviles. Can you help? You say your story to Toivo's back. There's a long silence. Then for a moment he ends his silence. A worthy goal, but I can't help. Only in Zhass-Uss might they have a cure. Only they have skill and care for serviles. Yet if you go there, they kill you. A good thing, is all I can say. It's good if they kill you? Alright, what are you working on? Ignores you. Something you'd like to know. Still ignores you? Have another question. Yeah, okay, so he's like, this is the only place to go, but don't go there. Beery? An aging Urglak is sitting guard outside the center hall. It's lived much longer than most of its species. Their inherent magic tends to burn them out quickly. It is lying on its side resting. You look at its name tag. The Glak's name is Beery. Okay. How old are you, Beery? Level 13 with 160 health. Poor Beery. Alright, I lead the takers. This is Zhass-Uss. In the center of the city hall, you meet a Drayk. He is old. Drakes live a long time, but this one is stretching the limits. His scales are dull and flaking, and several of his teeth are missing. Yet he is in high spirits and his eyes are bright. His body puts off strange warmth that you can feel even from where you are standing. Strong magic sustains and protects him. He stares at you. In his eyes you see more than just reptilian coldness. There is an engagement, an actual interest in what you have to say. He has the taker's hatred of Shapers, but he might be willing to deal with you. He says, I'm Zhass-Uss, leader. I am the leader of the takers. You found your way to us, Aaliyah. We have much to discuss. You have, I am sure, heard we are mad. If that is true, I will explain our madness to you. Tell me about the takers. Alright, I'll call us mad. Maybe we are a bit, with reason. I know your kind have no sympathy for our viewpoint. I will tell you our story and hope you will see the justice of our cause. I will tell it as it has been told and retold. The takers were created on Susha Island in the ruins of the dry and dead city of Kazk, after the Shapers abandoned us to die. The land left to us was poisoned and the plants withered, and yet we were loyal. The Serviles believed that you created them, and for that they owed you a debt. Then as the years passed, they suffered more and more, and they grew angrier. Then what happened? One bold Servile stepped forward. His name is not remembered. Perhaps inutile, perhaps mad, perhaps just wise. One day he went to the middle of the square, mad with hunger and rage. He raised his fist and began to shout. He yelled, Shapers wrong, they torment, they bad. We must take free. Though I think from the first game, I think it was we must take our free. Where were Drakes in this? A few of us lurked in the hills of Susha Island, quietly raising our small families. We thought we were better than the Serviles, that they were sniveling creatures beneath our notice. We were wrong. Odd grammar. Granted, the Serviles were as educated as you allowed them to be. What happened to the Servile? Oh, he was killed. Serviles were loyal to your kind then. The other Serviles struck him down instantly. Yet the idea was planted. As the hard years on Susha Island passed, more and more came to repeat his words. These angry ones called themselves takers. Now we Drakes do too. We do this because we will take our freedom from you however we can. You lost all right to control us when you left us alone on Susha Island. But that was when the Serviles were alone and the Drakes were alone. Then your kind rediscovered Susha Island. Where were you during all this? Hiding. I even hid until the Shapers came to Susha and started burning every creation they saw. Only then did I make myself known to the takers. I helped as many of them as I could escape that accursed island. What happened when the Shapers came? Destruction is what we knew would happen. The Shapers came back, they came to Kazg. They saw what the Takers had done and learned what they believed. They responded in the mindless Shaper way, with fire. So many died, the rest fled, screaming. There were a few of us Drakes there, me and Rakus and Akat and others. We saw what you did and we were sickened. We tried to help the Serviles escape, and when Zachary and Barzal came to us, wanting to learn more of the power of Susha Island, we saw a chance. In return for our help, we and the Takers were brought by Zachary Barzal to these mountains. Once here, we Servile and Drake alike united and began to work on the great plan. Why were you sickened? We saw that our very existence, the very life of a Drake, was made illegal by your kind, and we were furious. Rakus and Akat, they are near working on the great plan. What is the great plan? Freedom. In the words of our poor, short-lived founder, we will take our free. Yeah, see, I think that might be a typo in the other sentence. We will gain power until we are strong enough to defeat the Shapers. They are too wicked to exist. We will beat them down one day. We will fight them until all creations are free. And thanks to the secrets we have learned and the work we have done here, we believe this is possible. And that is our story. Why have you told me this? Because we believe there may be wisdom in you. The wisdom to turn down the corrupt powers you are being offered, the power to control and oppress. Turn on the Shapers. Help us take the fight back to them. Help us be free. We want you to be our ally. We can offer you power. But more than that, we offer you the chance to do what is right. We do not want to destroy all humans. Common humans do not hunt us. It is the only ones who oppress us, only the Shapers that we will fight. Your words have the ring of truth. I might consider joining you in fighting my own people. Cyrus nods. I did not believe you would consider it. Shapers are usually immune to justice. Well, that's a bit rude. However, if you are true and willing to be tested, we may let you fight on our side to fight for what is right. Cyrus hands you a small token. It is several feathers bound by a leather thong to a polished stone. This pass will get you safely past the patrols to the south and east. When you are being tested, it will be of use to you. I have another question. Where'd you come from? Born very long. Susha was born a very long time ago. I cannot remember how long. My parents were created by the Shapers of Susha before the isle was abandoned. My views of the Shapers have changed as the years have passed. As time has passed, my body has grown frail. Yet I continue. Drakes can breed. Most of us couldn't. A few could. Probably an oversight on the part of the Shapers. Or not. Many rules were broken on Susha Island. All Drakes who survived to escape have the natural ability and right to reproduce. How have your views of the Shapers changed? As the years passed, I grew soft and sympathetic. I saw how the Serviles were treated by Shapers, and strangely, it began to make me sad. Of course, finding out that the Shapers had barred Drakes and made my very existence legal didn't help. If you're so frail, aren't you afraid to allow someone like me in your presence? I am weak, but my defenses are strong. Raise a hand against me, and you would not make it out of here alive. Alright? Do you think the Takers have any chance against the Shapers? Before we came here, I would have said no. Since we have arrived, however, we Drakes and Serviles have worked very hard. We've developed shaping skills of our own, very powerful skills. More I will not say, except that yes, I believe we can truly threaten the Shapers. If you defeat the Shapers, what would you do? It is a source of great debate. Some want to simply kill you all. However, the Drakes who lead the Takers have a calmer attitude. Those who are willing to serve us and undo your evil may continue to live. Those of you who actively help us may be rewarded with wealth and power for your efforts. Drakes are practical creatures. How can your tiny group fight the full might of the Shapers? That is a secret. Hear this, though. All call us mad, but we are not fools. We would not have engaged in this great work if we did not have a real plan leading to victory. You can help us succeed, and you will be rewarded. What do you think the Shapers will do when they find you? There's only one possibility. They will try to slaughter us, every single one. When they are done, they will have to sleep of true peace, never doubting that they were justified in their crimes. Alright. Something else I need to discuss. What do you think of the other factions? All fear us, think we are mad, yet we are the only ones with a realistic view of the Shaper. Menace. In time, they will all be forced to see wisdom. Sholai have a hidden camp in these mountains. Cyrus nods. We are aware. The Sholai are not friends of the Takers. They only want the same power, the same domination. The world does not need more Shapers. We're trying to get essence and take it home. the Shapers find out, they will destroy the Sholai. For once, I approve. Another question. What do you think of the other factions? So I have to discuss. I would like to ally myself with the Takers. Zhass nods. Your words have marked you as one we might trust. However, before we can take you in, we need proof of your skill and sincerity. I have 2 trusted lieutenants. If you can win their approval, I will trust you. See Toivo. He is the wisest servile among us. He has seen the most and suffered much at the hands of your people. Get his approval. He won't talk to me. Is there no way to reduce what I need to do? Zhass is reluctant, but you're very convincing. Even the very old independent creations, Shapers have a lot of influence. Alright, it makes me sad to bypass my lieutenants. However, time is tight. I will let you skip getting Toivo's permission. More than that, I will not allow you. So don't ask. For a Shaper must be tested more than common human. Do not underestimate, Elia, the depths of loathing we have for you. Alright, another question. Who was the other test? Alright. Go speak with Amina Blade. He was in Kazk. He fought your kind. Many of his friends died at your hands as he watched. If he approves of you, I think we can trust you. Okay. Box trees to open, no matter how hard you try. Good to know. Alright, we're not gonna lockpick into its background. There's some shrubberies. Alright. Working on something I like to know. That's all for now. Alright, now we will pick this lock. Ink and a lot of paper. Reapers and a madness gem. And nothing on the ground. Well, that was kind of a waste. Don't bother with this room. Oh, I guess if you need the Reapers. Alright, so the next... There's a lot of space back here. We saw a Blade on our way in there. So merchant, can we... I'm going to check our junk bag real quick. If there's anything we don't want to lose. Don't think there is. We accidentally put a couple air shock crystals in here. Can we move those out? Yes, okay. I think this is all acceptable stuff to get rid of. Nothing that we accidentally put in here. Wait, what's this? Salt. I don't think that's something we need. Okay. I'd like to sell something. Sell junk. Oh, we have way too much. Wow, we have 8,000 coins now. What do they got for us? Okay. Alright. We have 8,000 coins. Before we ally with them, before we talk to Amina Blade, well, maybe not before we talk to her, before we ally with them, we need to go back to the Shaper Loyalist camp and get all the least expensive training we can. But for now, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.